Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. They call me the Lone Ranger. I'm here to arrange loans for you, your family, your friends. But we have a lot to talk about today that will help you navigate the real estate market. Whether you're looking to buy, build, renovate, refinance, bridge loans, home equity line of credit, reverse mortgages, you name it, I got it. I'm right here in your backyard. I've been in the business for 35 years, and I strongly suggest check out my reviews, and I think you'll find that you got a lender that you can count on right here in your backyard. And I'd love the opportunity to serve you and your family's needs. Now, we've talked a lot about some predatory lending that I'm seeing out in the industry right now, particularly targeted toward veterans, FHA buyers, but there's a lot of shenanigans going on right now. And the CFPB and some government agencies are looking very closely at these lenders. So be cautious. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. If you're being solicited by a lender that you did not call, it's likely a scam. So they're very convincing. So just don't do it. Now, I want to talk for just a minute about buying new construction. I've got two builders that I really like working with right now, and I've got several custom and semi-custom builders that I highly recommend as well. But Trinity Family Builders has been a local company that I've worked with in the Central Florida area for a long time, and they are very reputable. And I'm telling you, they saved two of my clients from making a mistake with another builder, and it was another national builder, big builder. So they went to another builder. They called me to get a comparison. I looked at it. I went, I think you should go down the street and just check this other home out. And every time I did that, I sent them over to Trinity. They wrote the contract at Trinity. They got more in closing costs, better incentives, better rate buy downs, better home, bigger home, and cheaper. So Trinity Family Builders, one of my all-time favorite builders here in Central Florida. If you would like to connect with them, I want you to get your loan pre-approved with me in advance. So when we send it there, we can get you a great deal. Now, I just have a situation that I'm just dealing with right now. This community that a client wanted to buy in was offering a $15,000 incentive towards closing costs by using their preferred lender, which was me. But I have the client, I referred it to the builder, and I was able to negotiate an additional $10,000 in closing costs on their behalf. Folks, you got the Lone Ranger here that's fighting for you. Call me. I will help you any way I possibly can. And when the builder knows I'm doing the loan, they know it's going to close. They know they're feeling comfortable with it. And if you allow me to connect you with a real estate agent, that real estate agent will also give you up to 25% of their commission back through the Lone Ranger Real Estate Rebate Program. Now, another builder that I like that I'm working with, I've only been working with these guys for about 6 months, but I've already closed several transactions and I like them. Smaller builder, Hardison Homes, got communities throughout the Central Florida area offering great deals. They got some townhomes over near Mount Dora area that are beautiful. Eustis, they got communities in Popka that are some really nice homes. They will pay your closing costs when you use the Lone Ranger. I want you to know that not all builders are created equal. And a lot of them are really extorting you into using their own lender. So here's the deal with the builders I work with. You could go to anywhere you want. You don't have to use me. You think I don't have the best deal? Then don't use me. But here's the thing. You go to some of these big builders, the Pulte's, the Del Webb, the DR Hortons, the Lennars. They are going to say, if you don't use my lender, we won't pay your closing costs. Now, a lot of these builders like Lennar and DR Horton, we have arrangements with them and we can help you with them, but you have to be pre-qualified by me in advance because they won't let you use my services and give you the closing costs if you don't have a pre-approval from me in advance. They're going to get you over to their own mortgage company. But if you want, you can still use my services. And should you? You absolutely should. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. I've got branches throughout the state of Florida that have relationships with these builders. They're not all directly through me personally. So I will get your loan pre-approved. And if it's with one of our other branches that happen to have the connection with them, I just put your loan through their branch and I still close your loan right here with me, the loan arranger. But you get the incentives from the builder. So check with me on that first. But as soon as if you go to their community and you don't already have a pre-approval letter from me, they're going to force you to use their own lender. Okay. Now, I'm just going to tell you, do I think it's fair? No, I don't think it's fair, but it is reality. And that's the way it works. So you always want to get your loan pre-approved by me in advance. Everything's simple and easy. Everything's done in-house. I'm not brokering your loan out all over the place. I don't even broker foreign national loans. I don't even broker DSCRs. I don't even broker my bank statement loans for my self-employed people. I don't have to. Everything's done in-house. So I'm not just farming it out to somebody else. And you realtors that are using mortgage brokers, shame on you. You're doing a disservice to your clients. So don't do that. Call the loan arranger. I've got what you need right here, everything you need. And believe me, if you don't think your service level is impeccable with my team, you call me immediately. Immediately. I will make sure that it is. I pride myself on communication, over communicate, don't mislead, always do the right thing. Isn't that the right way to do business? Isn't that's probably why I've been doing this for 35 years and I'm one of the top producers in the entire country because I don't want people to be misled. And listen, I'm going to be honest. I've lost transactions before because other lenders were misleading you and I lost it. And then you were so far along and you had to close or the seller was going to keep your deposit. So you had to use the other lender that you thought was a better deal and it didn't end up being that way. You get what you pay for. You want the best, you hire the best. I'm applying for that. Put me to the test. I will compare everything I have with anyone you want, but it's got to be legit because I'm seeing some real nasty stuff going on out there. And you can't tell. If you got me saying, hey, look, I can get you 5.75% and 1 point on that loan, and another one says, I'll get you 4.75% and no points. Do you think that's really legit? Do you think they can do it when you're looking around and you're going, nobody's that low because it's a scam and you're getting caught up with it? Stop doing that. Americans are become so gullible with being talked into and persuaded to do things that really aren't in your best interest. Go with somebody reputable. Check me out. I'm telling you, I'll be there to help you. Okay. Lots of other stuff happening in the market. Buyers right now that already own a home are starting to jump in. There's more clients right now out there in America that have a rate on a current home over 6 than they are under 3.5. So the reason I say that is because the buyer that want or the person that wants to buy, the family that wants to buy, that currently owns a home and they got a 2.5% 30-year fixed rate on their mortgage, didn't like a 6.5% rate. But now that they're 6 or 5.75, they're willing to jump in the market. Now, some of them must sell their current home in order to buy the next home. Some don't want to be a landlord, but others look at that and go, you know what? Why don't we keep this house we have? We got a 3.5% fixed rate on it. We can rent this home out. We can go buy the next one with minimum amount down and still get a good mortgage on it. So that segment of the market is jumping back in right now. I love that because as our families evolve, we have needs. Those needs need to be met. And people were just held captive to their house because they didn't want to pay a 7.5 or an 8% interest rate. And I didn't blame you. But families change and needs happen. So you have to now it's opened it back up. But it also has made it a little bit more affordable for first-time home buyers. Matter of fact, compared to this time last year when rates were 7.25, compared to where they are right now on a $400,000 mortgage, your payment's $240 a month cheaper. $240 a month cheaper. That's a big difference. It's an opportunity. Now, here's the opportunity that's shrinking for you that are looking to buy. Business is picking back up. More people are jumping in the market. That means that more people are making offers on the same home that you want to buy. That means sellers gain control. That means sellers may not be willing to pay so much in closing costs. It is a natural fact. You have to know it. It is happening. And the more people that jump in, the less opportunity you might have. So sooner is better than later. Call me now at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or Tampa at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. For my bone clients out there, or my WDBO clients out there or listeners, I'm here to help you. I want to tell you about something more personal on a personal level. So my wife always gets a list. She's like, why do you have to share that? But I want to, because it's important. So I do become vulnerable on this. I am open book. I tell you, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely honest. So I struggled with my weight for many years. Now I got up to 285 pounds. Now I'm 6'3". So I could hide it a little bit better than others, but it wasn't healthy. And I tried so many weight loss programs, and some of them worked. They just didn't work for very long. So I finally got hooked up through a friend, through a company called Age Rejuvenation. Now, if you don't remember that name, that's fine. You can call me. I'll connect you. But this company did extensive blood work on me. They got me on a program. They adjusted the program, adjusted it until it was dialed in for me. I lost 77 pounds. Okay. Now, my weight is maintained, it has not gone up. It's very affordable. I will get you connected with Age Rejuvenation. They will get you started for $100 for the plan to get started on. It's a great program. It lasts. They're reputable. They're all over the Tampa area, Wesley Chapel, Tampa. They're all over the Orlando area, but they can do Zoom meetings, and you actually have a doctor that's actually looking at everything. So if you want to lose weight, you call me. I can help you. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com for all the services that I provide. Now, we've covered a lot of ground. We covered about the ground about interest rates are much lower. They've come down dramatically in the last 3 weeks. But there's one thing you have to be aware of. We've hit a ceiling of resistance in the bond market, meaning we're at a peak that when we hit these peaks, things can bounce back and reverse on us. So be very cautious. I don't know if we're going to pierce this. I also don't think that if the Fed comes in and drops the Fed rate, which there's really no chance on that happening till at least June, I don't want them to drop the Fed rate. The Fed rate by dropping is going to make interest rates on mortgages worse. If you don't understand that, then you call me and I'll explain it to you. But you look at the last 3 times that they dropped the Fed rate and what happened to interest rates on mortgages, they went the other direction. So a Fed drop is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is a steady decline of interest rates. I want the bond market and the yield to continue to improve on a regular basis. So that's happening right now. And inflation is down. You have to remember, as inflation's down, the bond market loves low inflation. They hate high inflation. If the Fed drops the Fed rate, then you're going to go on a buying spree and inflation's going to go back up again and mortgage rates are going to go back up again. So that's why I don't want it. Who watches the market? Does your loan officer that you know watch the market like I do? I have screens all over my office and I'm watching the bond market. I'm watching trends. I'm watching opportunities so that my clients benefit. Does your loan officer call you and go, hey, rates are shifting. They're going in the wrong direction. You need to call me right away. Do they do that? Probably not, but I do. My name's Bruce Woodburn. You can call me for a real estate referral. You can call me for a great loan. You can go online. You can take it in person. You can do it on a Zoom meeting. But I'm here to help you. God bless each and every one of you. My phone number in Tampa is 813-213-4009 or Orlando at 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. God bless. Have a great day.